past few months, the Virgin Islands has been enraptured in a contentious conversation around pay raises. These pay raises are geared toward high-ranking public officials, including the governor, the lieutenant governor. And part of the controversy here is that people feel like these pay raises came quietly, but also at a large amount all at once. This conversation has sparked mass public outrage and a lot of legal questions. Now, throughout the course of the conversation, I've come to realize that a lot of us don't understand the context of this conversation, as well as the legalities in play. If you can understand the timeline of events, it may help to shape your opinion to one that's less emotionally charged and more information-based. The Virgin Islands Public Officials Compensation Commission, or VIPOC, is an organization that was created by law with the intention of a group of people that are intentionally selected from various parts of the community to come together every 4 years, look at the salaries of our lieutenant governor, governor, and other high-ranking public officials and make suggestions or adjustments to that salary. Now, the reason this commission was created was to create a more unbiased approach to the way that we view the salaries of our public officials. It was believed when this commission was created that it could be information-based and data-driven versus politically driven. This process was intended to be of fairness and equity. Now, in August of 2024, the commission submitted its report. Some of the recommendations, after looking at the cost of living and all of the other financial shifts that have happened in the Virgin Islands, included moving the governor's salary from $150,000 a year to $192,000 a year. Similarly, they also suggested that the lieutenant governor move from $125,000 a year to $168,000 a year. Other cabinet level positions saw similar boosts as well. Now, according to the law, if the legislature does not act after receiving the report within a certain parameter of time, the suggestions automatically go into place. Now, according to the commission, they say that they sent the email through the proper channels, which would have been the Senate president, who at the time was Senator Novell Francis, and Senator Novell Francis indicated after the salaries had gone into place that he didn't know that the email came to him, or that he had never received the email, or ultimately his entire premise is that he never received the email, and that's why he obviously could not act upon the information or bring it to the entirety of the legislature. So these salaries go into place and the public doesn't find out about it until January of 2025, which obviously created a lot of contention. People weren't just upset about the size of the raises, they were upset about the timing, they felt blindsided, they felt like it was done in secret. And people are looking at these pay raises through a jaundiced eye because they question how we have the money to grant these increases while still having people that are making $27,000 a year working for our government. So people started to question, did the commission follow proper procedure? Was that email ever sent to the Senate president? And if not, are the raises even considered valid? Now, according to our governor, Albert Bryan Jr., he's defended the pay raises and he said that they are not only legal, but they are also justified. According to him, the Compensation Commission went through the proper protocol as was required by the law, and the legislature's inaction is not his fault. He also coined this situation to be a political distraction, and he accused senators of using the situation as political theater versus focusing on real policy that would change lives of Virgin Islanders. After January, it seemed like the conversation around these pay raises seemed to die down, and it wasn't until a recent hearing that it was revealed that these pay raises had recently been implemented. Of course, this led to more public scrutiny, and the legislature quickly convened to have a vote to rescind the raises. With a vote of 14-0, the legislature unanimously voted to repeal this. So what happens next in the process? Now, it is expected that the governor is going to veto this measure, and then it will subsequently end up at the third branch of government, which is the judicial branch. While we don't anticipate this fight to be over for some time, some questions linger. Are there gaps in policy that can be shored up before the Compensation Commission convenes for its next analysis? Should these raises, if implemented, be implemented in this term, or should it follow VI code that says that raises are implemented during the next term? And how can we make this process more transparent so concerns around impropriety or potential impropriety are squashed? My name is Gabrielle Querrard, and you're watching Yellow Cedar.